Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Deep into the Heart of Wrestling. My name is Mike Larkin, and joining me, as always, is that young go hard, that Mr. I'ma be up in your grill, give you some of them thrills, the one, the only Mr. Roberto Davis. Robert, how you doing tonight?
We are doing fantastic. It is raining in California, and that sucks.
So what you're saying is it's raining, it sucks, but you're not out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming. As soon as you step on the scene, you're hearing hoochie screaming. That's not happening over there, Robert Davis.
Yay. You know how we do.
First of all, rest in peace and shout out to Tupac. The anniversary of All Eyes on Me was today. Can you believe that, man? Friggin' to 96, All Eyes on Me. We love you, Tupac. We do. We love you, Pac. Oh, West Side. So, with that being said, you want to go to the other side, the next side, if you will, not to be confused with the other side, Red Hot Chili Peppers. We got the one, the only, Demoness, come to caress, take your soul, she'll put you in a hole, and then she'll play whack-a-mole. The one, the only, Miss Nicola McDonald. How are you, Nicola?
Yeet.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. It's nice to be back hanging out with you two crazy fuckers. Like normal.
Well,
love.
We have a lot to talk about with today's edition of Deep into the Heart of Wrestling.
Dun, dun,
Dun. We are going to be predicting
Suck my dick.
one.
The water is gone.
We're gonna be predicting NXT Vengeance Day, which will be airing this Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, and 11 p.m. Demon Hour over there. So there's a lot of great matches. 6 matches to predict, not 18, Tony. So we have
Fuck you, Tony.
Fuck you, Tony. So we have a lot to talk about. And actually, it's funny that we mentioned Yeet, because 2 things to talk about with Yeet. He's made his choice. Jey Uso versus Gunther World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Let's go, Jay. Come on, Jay.
You know what? I didn't think he'd go for Cody because of the fact they're bros. So in my head, I was like, I hope he does. But then he was like, no, I'm going for Gunther. I was like, yeet. Yes.
And the best thing is,
if it wasn't for Cody, we wouldn't have that epic press conference.
You feel me, sir?
Do you feel him, sir?
Do you feel him, sir?
Do you feel
me?
But
best thing ever.
It is. And the best thing about it, too, is like we have the great story of, he wants to beat Gunther. He hasn't beaten him. He's lost him 3 times. So we're getting to that level. And I mean, I look at it like this, and we'll mention this just because before we get even to the releases, I know she's an eager beaver, and we're going to put it out there. There's the first eager beaver of the show. But Nicola McDonald, Alexa Bliss has qualified for the Elimination Chamber. We saw some images during that. We saw Candice LeRae.
You want me to talk about it?
In a minute. Hold on. With Candice LeRae. It's not even that. Candice LeRae, what are you doing kicking Lily and bitting all of you? Saw what happened to Shayna Baszler. What are you thinking about there, Candice? What are you doing? What are you doing, Candice? Go ahead, Nico.
Number 1, welcome back, Alexa. Mad love. And welcome back, Lilith. You are creepier, but we like you, so it's all good. Right, number 1. She looks awesome, obviously, and there was all that bullshit in the press before saying, oh, she's not coming back. Hello, she fooled every one of you.
Yep.
You suck. But, so when she appeared the other day on SmackDown, there was a little clip, weren't there? The Wyatt thing appeared. So that face has come up before, that picture, well before this, when it all first started. That face is Alexa when she's wearing that raven crown, when she was betraying Bray, so to speak, or the Fiend. And that is the darkness running down her face. And I'm only saying this now, and if I'm right, which I will be, just saying, that, hopefully, the rest of them are going to come back, because, it's been too long since we've seen any of the White Six right now. And there's a lot of bullshit stories going around, so I'm not sure which ones I believe, but yeah, whatever.
I mean, I look at it like
welcome home, Alexis.
I'm right there with Alexa Bliss coming back, man. Like, we have a lot of great continuity with the Wyatt.
What else thing? Sorry. Lily's eyes. One side is A. The other side is 6. Just saying. Use your brains.
The subtleties.
Because the demon says so.
Yeah, that's the bottom line, because the demon said so, son.
What?
Right.
What?
What? We're gonna go listen and watch Wyatt 6, son. What? Follow the buzzard, son. What?
Let me in.
We like the
What?
buzzers.
What? So we go from the Wyatt 6, and Miz, you better find some friends, good sir. You better find some friends, Mr. Miz. Oh, he's coming for him.
Find you some
Also,
comrades,
she
good
did a
sir.
dedication, didn't she? Her
Yes.
jacket as well was friends will last forever. I love that because that was her tribute to him, and that was so cool. So, all right, I'll shut up now. Sorry, Eager Beaver will calm down.
I'm right there with you. Friends forever. The Fiend, nice little tribute at the Royal Rumble. We're gonna speak of something that was not so nice because, man, AEW. We mentioned yeet. Somebody pointed this sign out. This is when Powerhouse Hobbs and everybody was going with the learning tree. This pissed a lot of people off. So, in case you didn't see it, this
dumb fucking sign.
What is this?
This dumb fucker from AEW on Dynamite last night. If you can read the sign, ladies and gentlemen, it says, "At least AEW doesn't have an untalented hack saying yeet." Okay. Do you really want to play this game, my friend? Friggin' this man is drawing money. He's got people doing encore yeets, and he's going to be main eventing WrestleMania when we got Neo Knox Mox and the rest of the Romper Stomper gang taking on old-ass Edge, who dressed like Mick Foley last night like it was 2004 when we had a compelling What? And we had
shit.
All right, hold on, I'm on a roll. So we got Edge dressing up, Adam Copeland, whatever the fuck his name is, dressing up as in flannel like Mick Foley in 04. There was a compelling story in 06 when him and Edge and they were doing the Mick Foley thing where he had the barbed wire baseball bat and he took out Edge when he gave him a baseball bat. This is not like Moxley running for his life, like when Randy Orton was very much like hesitant on saying yes to Cactus going into Backlash 04 in the hardcore match. That was more compelling than friggin' like, you want to get into friggin' that, dude. You want to see the championship? I am the championship. And doing the Moxley stuff. I know I'm ranting, and I know I'm not making much sense, but stuff like that pisses me off because we have a legitimate draw, someone who's been working his ass off for 15 years at Jey Uso, and now you got to have this friggin' turd cutter, this douchebag, dare I say, chooch, just going off about friggin' yeet. You can yeet on this.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Sorry, don't mess with the Yeet man. He's more talented than fucking most of you, and you can suck my dicks. That's 3 of them.
That's 3 of them. Your sign sucks. Your sign just sucks. Like, why?
Hey, shut up. Yeah. Because, when you have Tony who's just sitting there talking about me, I'm living on the yacht with my dad. Friggin', that's nice, Tony. We can all relate to that. You just chilling on the yacht with your dad. Just all right now.
Living your best life.
Yachts can be sunk. Just saying.
There's no compelling story when you have a main event angle that is so cold that everybody's tired of the Death Riders because it's been 6 months and we still don't know why the hell they're here. And then you bring back Cope.
I love how Jay White affectionately referred to them as the D Riders. I thought
that made me laugh. I will say that was the best part of it.
That was great. And since you did bring up Edge and Cope and whoever he is these days,
yes,
is Spike related to Janice somehow?
Yes. So for those who have not seen his weapon, he has a weapon now called Spike, and it's nails. That's very reminiscent.
We lost the demon.
We'll get her back in a second. But Spike is pretty much like Janice mixed with like when Mick Foley had Barbie and all his weapons from back in the day. So it's like a mixture of Abyss and Mick Foley all wrapped into one with this Spike thing. But I'm like, what? I still can't take it seriously.
No.
And she's back.
Oh, welcome back.
Sorry. Raining dick outside.
We're just talking about Edge's little Spike thing. Like, here's my thing. They're trying to make him nuts with this whole Moxley thing, and he's got Spike, and I'm sure he's used it before. I think it was on Christian. That was
not Janice, though. Sorry. Janice is better. Fuck off your Spike. Janice was first.
He tried to mix like Janice and Abyss, and when Mick Foley had the Barbie, the barbed wire thing, and I'm like,
I got it.
No, whatever. Like, shut up, Edge. Like,
And
stop.
why are you wearing a checkered shirt as well? I was sitting there going, wow, you really do look like him right now.
He's trying to be Mick Foley. He's trying to be Mick Foley. Have a nice day. What's that all about? That's what it is.
I mean, there's just something about being 50 years old and calling yourself the rated R anything that is cringe as fuck. I don't know.
No, I'm right there with you. This is back in 2006 when he was doing the live sex celebration and he was in his early 30s. Like, no, it's not that time period anymore. Yeah, the rated R superstar went out the window about 10 years ago. So, I mean,
Adam Copeland was too many words. Why don't you cut off the rated R part, bro?
Yeah, and just be Adam Copeland.
Yeah.
Instead of Cope.
Oh, we'll just be Edge like you always have fucking been.
Well, you can't use Edge because WWE owns Edge.
What?
So, Cope.
Never mind.
Cope is the new name, which you couldn't just go Adam Copeland. No, just cut off the rated R superstar
Let's
part.
call him AC.
Well, I mean,
sorry. He's a fucking old air conditioner. Oh yeah. Bang.
Bang.
I guess because he does just blow hot air. So
out of his ass.
So the same
How's
day.
Christian Cage? No, let's not go there.
So the same day as NXT Day is AEW Grand Slam, which, like, I look at it like this. So it's going to be airing after the All-Star game on a Saturday on TNT. So it's going to be a late lead-in, probably about 10:30, 11 p.m. at night. Did you guys see the uproar that really, really came from the AEW Grand Slam Australia show? Because I'm going to put it up because there was a lot.
I haven't seen it.
Lot that happened. That really, really happened with what we got to see from the Australia show and everything that people and fans were pissed at Tony Khan about. They were absolutely pissed. So
everyone's pissed at Tony Khan. You do surprise me.
I know, right? It's so shocking. So
what?
People, AEW Grand Slam, like I mentioned, Australia, right after the NBA All-Star, not game, but just the overall coverage. The All-Star game will be the following Sunday. But people were pissed at AEW in Australia. This is from social media. This is from Airgold. Fans in Australia feel scammed by AEW after Grand Slam was changed from a stadium pay-per-view to a TV taping, and all the anger is completely justified. People paid stadium prices, booked flights and hotels, and now they're getting a half-ass show in a different location with no compensation, a show that AEW still has no idea when or where it will be shown or what the final card will look like. So that was on February 5th. So this is what came out on Reddit. This is Squared Circle here. So let me read you these screenshots. Feeling scammed by AEW Grand Slam Australia, the pay-per-view is now a Collision TV taping, and it reads like this. I'll start off by saying this will be my first live event of any kind for any sport, music, or festival. I was so excited, and he just couldn't hide it. And lucky me, I live in Brisbane. Not just a house show, not just a TV episode or taping, but a fucking pay-per-view. Yes! It was reported to be a pay-per-view event on announcement, not a special episode of Dynamite. I convinced a bunch of non-wrestling fans to come with me and some to fly here from across the country. You probably heard it before. Brisbane plus a stadium is a terrible choice. And it is, but that's whatever. They're near sold out the new arena, and I for one see it as a huge upgrade. Nearly all seats are now closer. It will be louder, more atmospheric, and thankfully now aircon for this insane Aussie heat. That's when the frustration began and finished with a total slap in the face. And it continues. I was a little annoyed that there have been next to zero views going into this. I was excited to finally get to see story resolutions live. But hey, we know AEW isn't quite known for their fantastic storytelling, but hey, it is what it is. We truly are happy to get what we can until the recent announcement that the show has been downgraded to a TV taping from a 4-hour pay-per-view to a 2-hour Collision. That is absolutely such a kick in the bowels. I wondered why and found out it's because they're going to get a lead on from the NBA All-Star show, so they decided to spit on us, all the snagging opportunity to squish this event into their TV slot to try grab as many new fans and ad revenue they possibly can. Do we get any reimbursement? A partial refund? I feel totally ripped off and scammed. What went from a 4-hour event with finales to fuse and insane matches has just become a weekly TV taping. This is absolutely shameful and disgusting, and I cannot believe this isn't being spoken about more. Anyways, thank you guys for letting me vent. I truly wanted my live event first time to be special, and I'm sure it will still be fun. I can help but feel a great disappointment. AEW should be getting dragged through the mud for this, and I am shocked. This isn't being rioted over. So That was that fans' experience about going to Australia. AEW Grand Slam coming on late night after the All-Star Game coverage, also and everything that leads into it. Robert, I'll let you take this away, man, because we got Grand Slam the same day as Vengeance Day. That has been the big talk of the week.
That we do. This was kind of interesting because I can't recall this ever being announced as a pay-per-view. We've done Grand Slam before.
Yep.
It's usually in Arthur Ashe Stadium. You know, this was kind of a big deal for AEW to be going over to Australia for the first time. And did we all think they kind of had big balls by booking a stadium? We absolutely did. Did we think that they were actually going to fill the stadium? No, there was no chance. Australia is not England. It's not the UK. And we figured they were going to downgrade, and sure enough, they did. But again, I haven't seen anybody with any proof or kind of screenshot of anybody saying this was a pay-per-view. So I'm surprised Tony Khan hasn't blaming this on the bots, or anybody's blaming this on the bots. It's the bots. The bots are out.
No, Tony has said that this was always supposed to be a TV taping on the financial success. You know how Tony is. Like, everything's great. I love wrestling.
Can he legally talk about it, though?
He didn't sign an NDA, so I'm sure he can.
A part of me just wants to shout, "Cry me a river," but no, let's not go there.
Real glass.
So, Nico, I got to get your thoughts on this fans' experience. I mean, we got Grand Slam this Saturday. We got Toni Storm and Mariah May, which, first of all, if you've not watched that up close and personal with Renee Paquette, and Tony's like, "Can I masturbate in the theater?" Like, yo, like the Pee Wee Herman tribute was on fleek, man. Like, yo,
what did she say? She's gonna shit on the bed and rip her shirt off.
That's the one I sent you yesterday, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was right, shitting on the bed. Okay, you go, girlfriend. And fucking, I love it. She just went, "I'm gonna rip her tits off. It's that simple." And I was like, yes. But here's for this. My bad.
Oh, you're fine. Go ahead, Nico.
Like you said, did he ever say it was a pay-per-view to start with?
So he did say that we're working on it, but he didn't say it was a Dynamite. He didn't say it was a Collision.
Well, so is this one that's ranting right now? Is he just a troll?
No, he's a legit person that was going to the show and he felt pissed. A lot of people, much like him, there's even more comments on Reddit about it.
I do get the whole going to a stadium and then paying out for hotels and stuff, and then I get that side of the anger, but cry me a river again. I don't know. It's a hard one, really, because it's his experience, whatever. But you're sitting there ranting online to the internet. What is that going to do for you? Seriously.
And I mean, I know Mike just read that whole thing, but somebody's going to see that and like, I'm not reading that bullshit.
Exactly. They're just going to sit there and go, "Yeah, what happened?
Congratulations," or "I'm sorry, but I'm not going to read that nonsense."
Yeah, and then the other part is, "Oh, well, I should be reimbursed." What fucking for?
I think they were doing the 2-for-1 deal. That's right too. Remember, they were doing the 2-for-1 deal out there. That's what they were doing. Just to get more. And I'm like, all right, fine. But yeah, it turned into a whole mess. But I will say this: the Grand Slam card, like we mentioned, Toni Storm and Mariah May. The reason we're not predicting it because it's taped, so we're gonna know what's gonna happen. And we have Moxley and Cope, fucking Moxley and Claudio against Cope and Jay White in the Brisbane Brawl.
We actually did predictions over on the Max.
Did you really?
So yes, so go watch Max.
Okay,
TSK is on there.
You watch Max.
No, you suck my.
You
7.
suck my dick.
8.
No, and the only reason
honestly, we really don't like each other in reality.
No, yeah, and I know people are going to be like, "Oh, why are you not doing predictions for that?" I'm like, because it's taped. How can you do predictions for a taped show? It's like when TNA used to do those pay-per-views, like those like little one-night onlys or whatever. It's like, we're not going to predict something that's taped. We know what's going to happen. It's on a 20-minute delay. Like, we can't predict something.
I'm saying this right now. Toni Storm is owning Maya May's ass. Even if it's been predicted, taped, don't care. She's winning.
Here's
ripping her tits off.
here's my problem though. If she wins, which I want her to win, by the way,
Mariah, no
she's gonna rip her tits off. Come on.
but who does she feud with next? Because you know that
Tittyless.
But who does she feud with next? And I'm like, I have a bad feeling that they're gonna have Mercedes beat her, and I don't want to see that.
Oh no! Fuck off, Mercedes Mono. You go back and hide in your box and play with your sausages. Fuck off.
Blood sausage, sunshine.
That's my only problem. Like that's I think she holds every friggin' title. Like I can see her wanting to go after the AEW Women's title now. Like that's my problem.
Well, she can suck my dick and all.
A 9.
9.
No, we've gone past that because we sit to each other now, so we're up in the 10 zone.
But that's the issue. It's like, and again, we'll get into much more when we do the AEW predictions. But this has become a thing, and I think it's just it's because we got also Cotton Buddy Matthews, which that's going to be really good. If you want to see something that's going to be really good. Bitch.
I'm not saying no. You haven't mentioned the releases yet, so but yeah,
we're going to get Kenny Omega and Ospreay against Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher, which I'm looking forward to. So there is a good card here, ladies and gentlemen. There is, and there's no denying that it's going to be.
Why is Kenny with Will now? I don't get that dynamic. Because it doesn't make sense. The crazy fucking UK man that tells everyone to fuck off and watch Till It Bang, and you got Kenny Omega, the legend.
Well, because
get out.
Well, we said this in the last one. All right, I'm going to say it again. Tony premature ejaculation, blow my load con, had to comprise 20 minutes of a segment of something that they could have billed of we're happy and we're friends.
Kenny doesn't need Will.
But the thing is that they have a common bond. They hate Don Callis. So in 20 minutes, they became best friends. We are best friends.
Okay, you know what? I can get behind that because I think Don Callis is a twat. So
he is. But that's the thing too, and there's a lot of stuff that is good, and I think you can concur, Robert. And I know we'll see it on Max, but I think we all can agree it's going to be a good show come Saturday.
You hate Don Callis? You hate Don Callis? Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
Thank you, Step Brothers. Okay, so
I love that film. That is so funny.
Forget they're just going to
play the drums around him.
They're going to wake up in the middle of the night sleepwalking. You never wake a sleepwalker. And then he just tossed him down the stairs and knock him up against the Christmas tree. There you go.
Better not touch my drum set. I'll fucking try.
Yeah, that's what I was about.
I know.
I'll play with the drum set.
I know that Cops doesn't start till 4. I know Cops doesn't start till 4. So that being said, check out AEW Grand Slam. And we're going to get into Vengeance Day. But 2 other things that we have to mention. Well, let me tell you something, brother. Hulk Hogan.
No, this dude can fuck right off.
We have 2 things from Hulk Hogan. Not just the lawsuit.
Man.
He was on Pat McAfee, and he can really fuck off. We'll get to the Pat McAfee clip in a second here, but oh my God. Hulk Hogan and Real American Beer sued for negligence causing injury. Fresh off a round of spin to explain why he was booed off WWE's Raw first episode on Netflix, Hulk Hogan has been more publicly to deal with today. A local woman is suing Hogan and his Real American Beer Company after she was injured by a beer can thrown by Hogan or a fellow promoter at an event last August. The suit was filed Monday and alleges negligence causing injury. The woman, Michelle Harlukowicz, says she was hit with a sealed can thrown an estimated 50 feet at an August 19, 2024 Real American Beer promotional event at Thirsty's Cowboys, which is also named in the suit along with the establishment's owner, Aaron Lind. The can hit Hurlowitz at her hairline and left a wound that required 10 stitches. The lawsuit claims it was Hogan or another promoter who threw the can. Medina Township Police were called the night of the incident, but did not press charges as they couldn't determine who threw it. Attorney Eric Tafel represents Harlowitz and told Fox 8, "It's unconscionable to think that they're going to go to a bar to see a celebrity and end up being pelled with it with a can of beer. She has an open wound to her forehead. It was pretty big. She ended up needing a number of stitches to her head, and she's going to have some permanent scarring from that." Halukowicz is seeking damages for medical expenses, pain and suffering, and emotional distress. Tafel says they want some accountability from Hogan. He is still touring around, hawking his beer. We certainly don't want to have this happen to anyone else. So that was the big thing on Hogan. And now, if y'all have not seen this image of this poor woman, oh my God, there is this poor woman. We're going to get to it right here and there. Oh my Lord.
Where?
Look at that
Wait,
woman.
what am I looking at? Hang on. I need to look closer. What am I looking? Oh, crap.
We're gonna get it back up in a bigger slat. Hold on. There you go.
No.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, you not only are you a racist twat, you're also a fucking nasty fuck towards women. Steroids. What did your steroids run out again? Did they, Hogan?
God.
Trash bags.
No, he has such a. It's one of those things too where you get these
Yeah.
people up at a friggin' thing, and then you have people throwing beer cans, and someone gets hurt because of your real American beer bullshit.
What? Howard, did he? He'll have fun.
What? So what we're gonna play now is Hulk Hogan was on Pat McAfee, and this gets you even more boiled red hot because here's what happened with this one. So Hogan was on with Pat McAfee, and he talks about why he got booed on the Raw on Netflix. And Hulk Hogan, all I can say is double bird, literally double bird to Hulk Hogan. So here we go with Hulk Hogan on Pat McAfee.
But I think the politics had a whole lot to do with it, like you said.
I would say, yeah, I would assume you get into the politics and also some other stuff, you know.
Yeah, of course. But at the end,
yeah. I mean, when you're in a public eye for 40 years,
yeah, you do slip and fall a couple times.
Yeah, and they're going to see it. Everybody's
but anyway, at the end of the day, we kind of looked at it the next day because I had like 11 billion impressions, and some of the other guys, some of the big stars that were on that car that night only had like 3 billion. I don't name names, but we were
so you were like,
I was like, hating some more.
Yeah. I don't know if you got a chance to see it from the Hulkster, but we have a lot of questions for you. Is that okay?
Yeah, but the one thing is, I was talking about the beer. We're in a relationship with the WWE. They're my partner in this thing, and I had to be a good guy in LA.
Yes.
Now, if this was for wrestling,
good guy,
and they turned on me like that, I'd have turned into Hollywood Hulk. I said, oh
hell yeah!
So you hate me for everything I've done for all the Make-A-Wish kids and everything I did for your kids? Well, guess what? I did it for the money. and by the way, since you want so much hatred coming your way, I hope you have a good time when Kamala Harris, is your new governor, and you're all standing in the soup line. Mic drop. See you.
Jeez Louise.
But I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But I was ready. I was ready to go after him.
Well, I thought.
Hulk.
Oh, mate.
It has nothing to do with politics. First of all, you don't need to get politics censors, number one. The WWE crowd did not boo you because of your politics, because if that was the case, we would have booed The Undertaker. But here's the thing. The Undertaker's not a racist. And number two, one of The Undertaker's best friends is a guy by the name of Charles Wright, the Godfather. Black man. And also... Randy Orton is a known Trump supporter, but we don't boo Randy Orton because Randy Orton is not a piece of shit. Probably 80% of that roster are Trump supporters, but we're not booing them. We're booing you because you're a racist piece of shit. You literally went on an interview and said, oh yeah, brother, that's what we said back in the 50s. That's a word that was thrown around. Yes, because you're just walking around jive talking, calling everybody the N-word, brother. Fuck you. And then also the fact that you're on tape, literally saying, oh, if Trump wants to date one, it better be a rich one being N-word. And you literally have this on tape. Like, we have you on tape, brother. Like, this is why people hate you. And you fucking half-assed apologized in the back. Oh, just make sure you don't get caught. How about you don't say the word? Because when you were at WrestleMania in your hometown of Tampa, Florida, people booed you next to Titus O'Neil. Because you're a fucking racist piece of shit. They love Titus because Titus is his father of the year. He does good work for charity, and he's a decent human being. You're just a piece of shit. Oh, God, it has nothing to do with your politics. It doesn't help your case. But the fact of the matter is you're a racist piece of shit, and you never fucking apologize for it. Sound familiar?
Oh, Booker T was right. Hulk Hogan.
Hogan is Vince's bitch man. So now he's the bitch as well. Fuck him. Trash.
We're coming for you, Ninja.
You know what, though? He's a racist piece of shit, but how much fake tan does he slap on himself? Sort it out, you trash bag. Fuck off, you. Steroid Sid. That's your new nickname.
Oh,
Mr. Steroid Sid.
I never took
nothing. I had done stuff for Make-A-Wish, and I did it all for the money. Yeah, I bet you fucking did.
Well,
you've got no heart, mate.
Well,
You're just a dead man walking.
You should do the stuff for Make-A-Wish.
How's it hit?
Good. But you could also play into the character, of that. But I'm just like, dude, here's the thing about that. It has nothing to do. I'm sure you've done great work for Make-A-Wish and the kids and say your vitamins, say your prayers. But it's not that we hate you for that. We hate you for the fact that you're racist and you never fucking apologize for it. And you're a piece of shit. The politics and everything but wrestling. That's literally what it is.
Ray broke his other hip for him.
What?
What?
Yeah, I said it. Ace and Nates did you over years ago. They broke your hip. I wish they'd done the fucking other one.
Could you imagine? Because we were originally going to get Bully Ray and Hulk Hogan at friggin' Bound for Glory in like 2013. Can you imagine if we actually got that match?
Yeah, Bully Ray would have smashed him to shit.
Oh.
Table. Try 4.
Oh, yeah, that got really deep. That did. That's what happens when you get bringing us bowed up, man, on the show.
Well, I mean, we are deep into the heart of wrestling, so.
And we are always bowed up, but more so today. Maybe it's just the weather.
Well, we're going to get a little more riled up because before we get into these 6 matches, and yes, I know you do have predictions to do, but it's been a very eventful week. People got released from both WWE and AEW. Well, first of all, we'll do this and get it out of the way. The big middle finger to Bear Boulder. This right here. It's all for you, Bear. Fuck you, Bear. Look, I don't care how he got triggered or upset. That does not give him an excuse to put his hands and strangle his woman. Yeah. And if anybody tries to say, oh, but what did the woman do? You don't put your fucking hands on a woman.
It's that simple.
It's that simple. So he deserved to get fired. So Bear Boulder is gone from AEW. Other people gone from AEW. Miro, Malachi Black, and the man who debuted on NXT 1 day after getting released. Ricky Starks was on NXT. And he got a pop. The Revolution is televised on NXT. I will start with Robert Davis. Your thoughts on the absolute Ricky Starks now on NXT?
Lord Shawn Michaels, Shawn, please let him keep his name.
Yes,
because he is Ricky Starks. He's always going to be Ricky Starks. That's what we know him as. If you give him one of those names off that list that you guys trademarked,
I will be pissed.
Don't do it. You're gonna piss off a lot of people. A whole lot of people. But you know what? My thoughts on this, as I had some time to kind of digest and put some cohesive thoughts together. Good for Ricky, because Tony, you had every opportunity to push this guy and you fumbled. I don't say that a lot about people that leave AEW, but you fucked this up. Ricky Starks is fantastic. He can talk, he can wrestle, and you had him doing the most absolute ridiculous shit, losing to people that he had no business losing to. He was a superstar, and you fumbled it big time.
Nicola, your thoughts on Ricky Starks? The Revolution is televised on NXT.
Tony fucked up. Tony fucked up. Tony fucked up. They didn't use him properly. And I really hope that now he's over in NXT that he's used proper, like he should have been used the whole time. Like you said, he was doing matches that weren't even worth having. And he wasn't used. The same for Malachi Black. Then again, I know where he's going and I know where he should be. So, that one I'm not surprised at. And I think he'd had enough by that point anyway. And the same with Buddy. So, yeah, fucking Tony, you fucked up morally. And they've just lost a load of really amazing stars.
Even Miro.
Miro. Yeah, I know, right? What the fuck? You got rid of some of the top talents and they're going to sit there and be like, I'll pay you. They don't want to be paid by you anymore. They fucked off, mate.
I think Miro was there for 5 years and he only wrestled 34 matches.
Yeah. Exactly. And then Malachi Black, he was there for how long? And they fucked that
almost 4 years. I think 4 years. I think
the House of Black is always going to be a thing. But you fucked that morally.
You did fuck all with House of Black. They had a decent trios run, but
they did. And then when you added when you added the other one to it as well, I've forgotten her fucking name.
Julia Hart.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Remember, there's 1,000 fucking voices in my head
voices
right
now.
Head. The voices are talking and screaming. Oh, hang on. What's the time in the UK? 2:14. Oh, that makes sense.
So to add to your guys' point, so Ricky Starks. I mean, when he said Ricky Starks, What? When he's going out there and he's doing this great run that he had with Team Taz, and he's working these great singles matches, the feud with Hobbs, the team with Big Bill, the matches with Bryan Danielson, the matches with CM Punk. Like, he has a lot. I know he has a lot of. He has a lot of.
Where I think it started to go downhill is his feud with Jericho.
Oh, dude, that fucking Chris Jericho. We're not even gonna play his shit because I'm not. Because I'm gonna get even madder if I start playing those clips from Van Vliet talking about name somebody who hasn't wrestled with me that who did I bring down? Who did I bring down? Ricky Starks. The number one, Ricky Starks.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Jericho, the Nueve, you didn't bury anybody. I'll give you that.
True.
But you are a goddamn charisma vacuum.
Yep.
You leech onto the momentum of some of these people and just fucking suck it dry. And there's even a recent example, Bandito.
Oh,
Brian Keith had this amazing match on Collision. They had this spot where they did this duel. They went back to back and they paced out and they kept the match going. You could have let Brian have that, but no, you had to do the same fucking thing yesterday.
I was waiting for it.
And make it absolutely cheesy as all fuck. Cinematic or whatever it was. You couldn't let
cheesy balls.
You couldn't let Brian Keith have that.
They
really,
literally, if you didn't see it, I'm so glad you.
Did I see it? I saw some of it, not all of it.
I'm so glad you brought this up. So Chris Jericho and Bandito literally had a showdown.
Damn
it's the fucking Wild West in the fucking ring.
Was it yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so bad. It was.
Why did I miss that? I was in the chat. I was actually watching with you. Oh, I must have done another.
Then the Outrunners come out. Big Bill comes out. Then Hobbs comes out. What the fuck was this segment?
It was just shit.
Making Adam Page not a cowboy because they're all being a bunch of fucking cowboys.
It was bad. But no,
ye fucking ha.
Going back to Ricky Starks, you have such a talent there, and what we could see his matches now in NXT, where we could see him against the likes of a Trick Williams. We could see him in there with an Obafemi. We could see him in there with even Alexis King with what they're doing now at the Heritage Cup. So you have a lot of possibilities of where you're going to put Ricky on the card. And you mentioned Malachi. His wife, Miss Selena Vega, is now on SmackDown, so put him there with his wife. Put him in there with the Wyatt Six. Do what you need to do with Aleister Black. Hell, him and Nakamura. Yeah, right. Okay.
Obviously, as they're married, it makes sense to put them into a whole fucking group. So, yeah.
Him and Andrade have a little bit of history. Him and Andrade, him and Nakamura. You could do a lot of good matches there.
Yeah.
Can we throw Charlotte Flair out the box though? Seriously, why the fuck's she back?
Well,
yeah, I know. I just realised what I'm saying out loud, but why? My bad. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, no.
Rhea's going to beat the shit out of you. Or beat the respect back into you.
Well, I think we're going more towards Tiffany. I think it'll be Tiffy time.
Tiffy can beat the crap out of her as well. Fuck it. Tiffy's just as good.
The problem,
no matter who it is.
The problem that I had with it was she was a baby.
She should have won.
The baby face. She was a baby face before she left and got hurt, unfortunately. And then she comes back and wins the Rumble, which it was a foregone conclusion. We said in our prediction shows, guys. But then she's surprised that she got booed on Raw, and I'm like, first of all, the promo that they had, the vignette before the Rumble, she was acting like a heel. I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Fuck land, I'm on a boat, motherfucker. On the boat and just freaking motherfucker, drinking champagne and all that. I'm like, you cut a heel promo, so you're pretty much telling us that you're a heel. And first of all, you're not going to get cheered against Rhea. People like Tiffany Stratton because for someone so young and someone's only been doing this for a year and a half, 2 years, she is great. And she is really coming to her own. What? And
what?
You can't. You're not going to get cheered here. And also the fact that her and Andrade have since divorced. Yeah.
Divorce, yes.
I didn't think that was real. That's a real thing. I didn't read it, but I didn't think it was.
Yes.
They weren't even married that long. What the fuck?
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, fair play.
Oh, God. That's her third. Well, her and Ric Flair, man, that's her third divorce. She got divorced from.
Oh, fuck me. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought that was the first person she ever married. My bad. I don't follow Charlotte Flair.
You're fine. She was married to some guy outside of wrestling. Then she was married to Bram. And then her and Bram got, her and Bram, oof. Then
Bram, are you talking about Bram from TNA Bram?
yeah, they were married.
Yeah.
Hell no, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on.
Okay, you know what? Okay, no, right. Obviously, I was a big fan of Bram, but I did not know he was with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck me.
What?
Okay, fair
What?
enough.
What?
Yeah, don't say that after me saying that one. Oh shit, okay. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
shit, fair enough.
so when they were dating, that was when he was Kenneth Cameron in NXT, along with Connor.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got a better girlfriend now, from what I've seen on his Instagram.
He's married to Camille.
First of all,
Exactly.
talk
No,
about
that's
no,
that's
not
not
Camille.
Bram. That's not Bram.
Oh wait, yeah, that's not
Well,
Bram.
No.
there we go.
Whoever Bram is with now, we like you. We like you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yes.
forgot what her name is, but she's in most of his Instagram. I followed him for years, so yeah.
But
And
yes,
he's all right. Yeah.
but yeah, no,
Another man that did better.
yeah,
Just like
What?
the other Peter.
and Miro as well.
Yeah.
Like, I think with him, if you put him on SmackDown or NXT, but I think a lot of people also want to see him in TNA. And Beer mentioned this as well. Like, we want to see him and Moose. That would be an interesting match.
Yeah.
Miro and TNA, I'm for that too. Like, you have so many possibilities with these three that are now gone. And now we're probably going to rage a little more. As you can see, not only as Robert said, this is deep into the heart of wrestling, but a lot of stuff has really amped us up this week from a lot of the stuff that's been going on in the world of professional wrestling. So let's now get into the releases. So, of course, we had Duke Hudson from NXT, who was a part of Chase U. After that story fizzled out, that was the end of Duke Hudson. We had Elektra Lopez of Legado de Fantasma was released, and she'll be making
Fantasma.
No, not Santos Escobar. Elektra Lopez,
Okay.
the woman that was with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Elektra Lopez, and now we'll get to the list here. So here is the ones who did get released. All right, we'll do this first because we're going to get this out of the way, Eager Beaver. Paul Ellering, Akam, and Razor, the Final Testament is no more. The Authors of Pain and Paul Ellering are gone. You couldn't have done the Authors of Pain against the War Raiders. Like, I love the fact that we got the Creed brothers now. I love the Creed brothers. I think they're fantastic. But we couldn't have got them at like a tag match, the two powerhouse teams, and that. I mean, I get it, and we love them. Karrion Kross is on one of the best singles runs that he's doing now. The stuff with Sammy and what they're doing with Karrion playing that Jake the Snake Robert type of role there. I like the overall devil's advocate, and I like that. But yeah, they see something in Kross, but no more Final Testament. And we didn't even get the conclusion to the Wyatts, but we're going to get it on SmackDown with The Miz. So yeah.
Pisses me off.
I mean, there was so many matches like AOP and DIY, like
The Creed brothers.
Like, we don't know that those two teams have a good
NXT history. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Bloodline and AOP. You could have done so much more with AOP, and it's disheartening. But it is what it is. Let's send them to Japan to just.
I like that.
Wreak havoc over there.
I mean, as I look at even this list, guys, like, here's one. All right, we're going to do it just because Cedric Alexander is no longer in WWE. We last saw him on NXT getting taken out by Ethan Page. I would love to see him and Mustafa in TNA. I think that would be a great reigniting of their feud from 205 Live in the X Division.
Absolutely would.
But
it's a foregone conclusion. We know what's going to happen there.
They hurt people. I'll pay you, Cedric. Me and Big Swole, we didn't work out, but I like you. So we're probably going to see him in AEW.
I didn't really smoke all her weed.
Tony, you smoke my weed. So yeah, that. So Cedric is gone. We know where he's going. AOP, I'm with you. I'd like to see them in the New Japan, the IWGP World Heavyweight Tag Division, or I'd like to see them in TNA go for the tag titles, like them and the Hardys, them in like any team over there.
I'd like to see that. The Hardys, that'd be cool.
Oh, we're going to talk about the Hardys. That has to do with NXT, so we're going to mention more of the Hardys in a second. So they also got rid of Blair Davenport, who Robert and I touched upon this, and Nikla will also touch upon this with you as well. Blair Davenport, oh my goodness, her matches with Roxanne Perez in NXT, her matches with Mako Satomura in NXT UK back in the day. Like, Bea Priestley was in the early stages of AEW. Then she got signed by WWE. She was on the NXT UK brand. Then she transitioned over to NXT. And then when she got to the main roster, she had some matches with Naomi. She was in that championship tournament to, crown the new Women's Intercontinental Champ, the first one. But hasn't been seen since. Like, I guess they didn't have anything for Blair. And for me, what do you see? Back to AEW or TNA or Japan?
It's just something that I read this morning that kind of irritated my soul. Uncle Bubba Ray.
Oh God. Oh God.
Do you know what I'm
He
talking
hasn't got
about?
a soul.
No, but what'd he say?
Okay, so he blamed B. Priestley getting released on Will Ospreay.
What the? They haven't even been together. Like, what are you talking about? They haven't been together in like a long ass time. What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly. And he later kind of explained it because Will was, he said those things about Triple H and Stephanie and blah, blah, blah. And
There's nothing
that
to do with her.
got heat on B, and that's why she got rid.
That has nothing to do with her. Shut up, Bully Ray.
They haven't been together for many, many years.
Oh my
B
God.
is seeing somebody in NXT. I
Yeah,
believe
Riley Osborne.
they're engaged, if
Yep.
I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And
What's he got to do with that prick?
and Will's with Alex Windsor. Like,
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
Why is he crying on something that's got fuck all to do with him?
Because he's an ass.
he has.
I know he's a piece of shit.
He has no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
When did he? Maybe he's had. Oh, sorry, wrong person. Never mind.
No,
But
you're
yeah,
fine.
But it would be
20
good. It
people,
would be good to see B. Priestley go back to AEW. She didn't get the fair shake in AEW because of COVID. She was stuck in England, and so they had to release her. It is what it is.
trust me, I know what that feels like being stuck in England.
You know what it is too, and to add on to Robert's point, like
we know when you get here, Nicola, you're not coming home.
Oh,
So
no.
Oh, I know. I'm
We
going to
got
be
you.
locked in someone's basement somewhere, probably.
friggin' put on the Eminem Real Slim Shady. Nothing, you idiots. Dr. Dre's dead. He's down in my basement. Ha ha. Anyway, I digress.
I live in basements for fun, so basements is home.
Well, let me tell you something, bitch. We'll get back to being be a priest there, Davenport. Much like Robert said with the AEW side of things, did not really get her fair shake. And I've been saying this a lot. I think you're going to see a lot of people go into TNA too because on its really upswing now and the NXT partnership. I mean, my God, I said this to Rob and Nicola, you saw it as well. The pop that Fandango got when he came out to go against Lexus King. Oh my God, that man has not been on NXT in 4 years, and JDC got a huge pop from the NXT crowd. So you're going to see probably a lot more of that. Who else we see here? Giovanni Vinci. Oh man. So this poor guy.
you
literally,
fucker. You fucker.
Do not flirt with another man's woman. I'm looking at you, Giovanni Vinci.
Looking at you.
Wait. Okay, hold on.
You Fabian Eichner.
You Fabian Eichner. So that was not.
Crash.
Yeah, that was not a plus for Giovanni Vinci. Then he gets taken out by Kaiser. He goes to SmackDown. He goes back to being his model gimmick with the car. He loses to Apollo Crews in a matter of seconds. Then he gets beat again, and then he was off TV. That was it for Giovanni Vinci. So am I shocked that he's released? No,
No,
not at all. Not at all. I looking at the other list here. Poor Sonya Deville, after 10 years with
That's
the
mad.
company, with 10 years with the company, and we just saw her with Pure Fusion Collective, her, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark, her and Mandy Rose, Fire and Desire.
Okay, there was this thing about her though.
Yeah.
It was reported that she didn't get released, that her contract wasn't going to be renewed.
Okay.
So then later it came out that Sonya was the one that said, "Hey, I'm not renewing my contract."
First of all, I will say this is what happens when I'm not on the internet for a day, number one. And number two, thank you. And number three, I have to say this. Am I shocked? No. But I mean, in her position, I mean, can you kind of blame her? Like, I mean, they really weren't doing it. Got fucked up for her because remember her and Chelsea won the tag titles and then she got hurt and then they immediately put Piper in there, and Piper and her have been absolutely fantastic with what they're doing with Chelsea and Piper.
Mad love to Piper and Chelsea.
Mad love to Piper and Chelsea. We love them. But that's the thing. You have nothing for Sonya, so you put her with Shayna and Zoe, who were a great tag team together. And those two have an upswing. Like Shayna has the personality as an ass kicker. Zoe is a badass in general. Zoe Stark is great. And then Sonya's just kind of going over here. So, I mean, much love to Sonya. Where do you see her? TNA, AEW? What are you thinking, Roberto?
Man, I kind of feel like she might be done with wrestling. Maybe she goes back to MMA.
That would be cool. She was great in MMA. Like, she has a background.
Daria Baronato.
Yeah. Oh, here's another female that won. Poor Isla Dawn, man. Isla Dawn.
Confused about this one.
So from NXT UK to NXT, her and Kaylee Ray, Alba Fire, winning those women's tag team championships, like they were a fantastic duo together. Whether they're facing each other or against each other, she had such great potential. And for me, if I'm Isla Dawn, if I'm going to pick where she's going to go, I got to go TNA just because of the knockouts division, the upswing. I got to go TNA. Was that what you guys thinking?
Hell yeah, because I mean, she could talk, she could work.
Yep,
she checks all the boxes. So for them to actually release her, I'm just like,
hit me, Nico. What's the question?
Okay, damn.
Is Pota still in TNA?
Oh God! Oh boy! Oh, that would be interesting. Put her in the ring with Tessa and have Isla Dawn fuck her up. Oh.
See, not just a demon face. I have good ideas sometimes.
Demon wisdom right there. There you go. First of all, I'm gonna look at people because she brought up the Puta, aka CM Punta, aka Tessa Blanchard. So we're gonna talk about this, and I'm looking straight into the camera like I've been through the entire show. And no, we're not having Nicola plug the social medias this early, but I'm looking straight into the camera. I'm looking into the face to all you dickwads out there that think, oh, Tessa Blanchard, what if she, with the NXT and TNA relationship? No. Not happening.
Shut up.
What he's doing? No.
Like
what?
What? No, we don't want to see Tessa Blanchard on.
First of all, we don't want to do another show based on Tessa Blanchard because fuck off. We've done two.
Two is enough.
Two is enough.
You can just fuck off now.
What?
What? Okay, you need to explain why you keep saying what, but I'll get it in a minute.
All right. So Stone Cold, son. What? Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Well, you also said the bottom line earlier. That's the bottom line because the demon. Yeah. What? You got to drink some Steve Weisers. Hello, mortals. What? So.
Oh, God, if you imagine Demoness selling her own beer, that'd be fucking mental. It'd be poison.
Oh God. What? So, no, but Isla Dawn.
Don't drink the Demoness's drinks.
The Isla Dawn, I think, is going to go to TNA via the knockouts. The only other ones on here, dude, we got it too sweet. The Good Brothers are also gone now. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Too sweet, me brother.
You know what? That's unfortunate because Carl Anderson is actually hurt.
Yeah, I saw that. That I did see.
And they released him while he was hurt.
Which has happened before to a lot of talents.
Yeah, that sucks.
Here's the thing with them. I think once we saw Mia Yim, aka Michin, kind of going in this direction with Chelsea, and they're breaking her off into the star that she is. And now you have AJ coming back on Raw, and it looks like he's going after Braun Breaker. Give me a little woof.
He's got that dog in him.
He's got some rabies too. So what? So with that being said,
oh my God,
we got Gallows and Anderson. So if I'm them, do you go to AEW or do you go back to TNA? Because they had a hell of a run in TNA too. So
they did have a hell of a run in TNA, but at the same time, as far as AEW goes, like they were originally supposed to go there, but then they went back to WWE. When they finished up in TNA, they were supposed to go to AEW, but they went back to WWE. So it's just like, go fuck yourselves. Like you fucked us. You fucked on us twice. Where's that referee?
They was trying to fuck on me. So that, ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know how many that is now.
I think that's like 10 or 11.
10 or 11.
Maybe 12.
We've been so unhinged. It's awesome. So
we needed this unhinged.
We did, though. We absolutely did. So that was the releases. That was the releases from NXT, WWE, and AEW, and the week of what was going on in the world of professional wrestling. I will say this: much love and much best wishes and respect to everybody, to wherever they go on their career paths, and except for you, Hulk Hogan, you could still fuck off, and Bear Boulder, that's for you too.
You too.
But yeah, that was the week.
Shovel.
Get the shovel, yeah, absolutely. So, with that being said, let us now get into the Vengeance Day predictions. I know we got some buck wildness, but we do have a doggone show to get into. So, 6 matches, not 10, Tony.
Oh, hi, Mom, because you threw up the triangles. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Evil lady.
So with that being said, evil
That's what she calls me at the minute.
To
She's
the
like,
Vega
"You're
bus."
evil."
to the Vega bus. Ah,
I told her you just said that, and she absolutely pissed herself laughing. She just sat there going, "Fucking Venga bus," and then she went, "Why am I on a Venga bus to an island? What island am I going to?" What the fuck?
next time she asks you, just say you're gonna take the Vanga bus to Brooklyn and you're gonna go to Junior's and get a cheesecake. That's all you need to say.
No,
Cake
she's
is the
seen
word.
that episode now, and yeah, she knows what it means when we talk about cheesecake.
What did she say?
She was like, "I knew he was a prick anyway, but you three are so entertaining watching it because she hates Diddy, so she would just woof." She was on one.
I will say this, and I know it's been a while since we've done these shows. If y'all want to see something non-wrestling related, watch the ID Discovery Fall of Diddy. Those 4 episodes, oh my god, it's informative, but you'll hate him
I've
even.
watched it and fuck off. No. He's
Nope.
still disgusting.
He is. But
And you
what's
get, what is he? He's in hospital right now, isn't he? Something's happened to him in prison, so now he's in hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
he's trying to like, hey, I'm hurt, let me go to the doctors, and people like, no, we know what you're trying to do. You're not going to get out of jail.
He's trying everything possible to get out of there, and they are not having it. Which, but then again, he's getting blamed for everything that's going on right now, isn't he? Fire happens, his fault. Crashes happen, his fault.
Yep, and can also
How the fuck is he doing that from inside a jail? Actually, never mind, Jay-Z. I did not say that.
What?
And convince, and also fucking Vince being the charges being dropped on him. First of all, folks, he's not going back to WWE. There ain't no way that they want that back. No, stop
Did
it.
you just say they
dropped the charges?
He didn't. Okay, hold on. All right,
No, I did not know that. Of course he would. Trump's
I
a
missed
fucking
that.
Vince cunt.
Wow.
All right, hold on.
Excuse the C word. I should have said that on the show. I don't normally use that word.
Okay, so as I bring this up, federal criminal investigation of Vince McMahon has been dropped, says his attorney. Yesterday, February 11th, a federal appeals court ruling came down that related to the hush money scandal, which twice forced Vince McMahon to resign from WWE. That led to questions about whether a criminal probe of McMahon by the United States Department of Justice for improperly handling the hush money payments and or any illegal activity or behavior they were supposed to keep under wraps was still ongoing. It is not, at least not according to McMahon's attorney, Robert W. Allen. Allen issued the following statement to the New York Post. This is simply the result of an appeal of a procedural matter that was argued 5 months ago. We have been in consistent communication with the government since that time and understand with no ambiguity that the investigation has definitely concluded and will not result in charges. There's been rampant speculation of the election of McMahon's confidant and business partner, Donald Trump, as U.S. president for a second time would result in the end of any federal case against McMahon. While there's obviously not going to be any official communication indicating that, if Allen's statement is accurate, we've arrived at that end result just the same. Ann Callis, lead attorney for one of the hush money recipients, Janelle Grant, whose civil suit alleging sexual abuse and trafficking is central to McMahon's legal issues, had indicated that the criminal probe for accusations made in their suit was ongoing after a 6-month pause in her case, ordered to allow federal investigators to pursue their own case against McMahon, was lifted. She reiterated that last month when McMahon's settlement with the CEC was announced. But yeah, if that's true, fuck. Literally, fuck.
Wow.
Whoa, didn't see that coming though, did we really? He's friends with a fucking nonce himself, which is Trump, so why not? And he went to Diddy's parties too, so
you're floored by that, right? See?
You what?
I see Rob was floored by that. Rob is in shock.
Yeah, so am I, because I thought he was still going down.
Bro.
Yeah, please don't. Oh
God.
Oh, fuck off. You should be in jail as well. So Trump gets away with shit. So does fucking Vince. Who's next?
And not really. We're not
all
even
these pedos get away with everything.
And we're not going political here. No, you're fine. We're not going political here. But literally, I've always said it. It doesn't. If you ever have your right to opinion when it comes to politics and what you agree with and what you disagree with, but literally,
we don't have opinions on politics.
but literally, I will say this: when it comes to the America over here with America, we literally elected a convicted felon. But literally, don't even worry about Republican and Democrat. We literally elected a convicted felon.
It's okay. We've got a king and a horse running our country. Don't worry about it.
King of the horse. King of the horse.
They're 34 times convicted.
I know,
She-
34, but hey.
Oh, he's not allowed in the UK, is he? I forgot. Queenie banned him before she died, and he's still not allowed in the UK.
Did she?
Oh,
Yeah, she barred Trump from coming here, so
thank God.
unless the horse face probably invited him, but I doubt it. But yeah, he's not liked one bit.
Ugh. So
Wow.
here's my little segue into the predictions. So I'm excited for this show, but I'm not excited like Elon Musk at an inauguration. So with that being said, let's get into
Fuck that dude, idiot. I'm sorry, but when my kids told me about that, I didn't even know it. Rafe came and I went, Mum, have you seen what Trump did? I mean, not Trump, fucking.
Elon Musk.
I went, no, he showed me, and I'm just sitting there like this, going,
Don't throw your heart out to anybody. Just don't.
oh,
Just don't.
You're missing a mustache, mate. That's all you're fucking missing.
Jesus. So with that being said, you want to look at some hearts. You got the black hearts to look at, and this face right here.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you need. So with that,
just look at us. We'll tell you straight.
So with that being said, let's get straight into the NXT Vengeance Day card. So we'll start with this match because it was recently announced after months of Ethan Page losing his smile and making to look Javon Evans lose his smile from freaking crushing his jaw, from making the chiclets come out of his mouth. The teeth are coming out. He's bloodied. Javon Evans coming back. He wants to be cleared. He finally got cleared this week on NXT. Great storytelling with this youngster, that young go hard. So it's Javon Evans. That boy is bouncy against all ego Ethan Page. So in this particular scenario, for Ethan Page to be just taking out Javon, he took out Cedric, he took out this person, he took out that person. We have Ethan Page going on a rough shot since he lost that NXT World Heavyweight Championship. And now here's Javon Evans, who is very popular amongst the fans. He's aerial assault. He's good. He's this, he's that. He's so young and he's so talented. So in this particular scenario, if you're going to have a man come back after getting his jaw smashed, got to go Javon Evans getting that big win over Ethan Page on TakeOver on NXT Vengeance Day. So Roberto Toto, I will go with you first. Javon Evans or all ego Ethan Page?
Yeah, I'm going with the young OG here. Javon Evans, man, he's got a bright future ahead of him. I mean, he could stay in NXT for the next 8 years and still be fantastic, which I hope he doesn't because he's good. Really good.
Good.
But Javon Evans all the way.
Nicola, all ego Ethan Page or Javon Evans?
Ethan Page?
You're going to go the heel Ethan Page on this? You're going to go with that boy all ego?
Someone has to.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I mean, Nico also makes a great point because if the walking weapon certainly goes to NXT, I would love to see the North.
You read my mind.
Yeah.
I want to see the North again. I hoped he'd go TNA, but he didn't. So it was like, oh. But they did a crossover, didn't they? So there's possibilities.
Did Josh Alexander have his last match already in TNA?
I think he did, yeah.
Okay, so
yeah,
it's quite possible.
Now, I have to say this to Nicola since it's TNA related. So TNA had a lot of stuff changes as far as president goes and what's going on behind the scenes, and as well as people that got released behind the scenes. So
so that dickhead that took D'Amour's place.
Oh yeah, fuck that! I don't even know. I don't even care what his name is. Fuck you, bitch! Right here, right in the middle. I know who you're talking about.
But he stepped down.
Oh yeah, thank God. That's what I'm saying. I know who that guy stepped down, but still, fuck him. But the main thing is, besides that, is 2 releases that people that we have seen on screen and what she's done creatively. Christy Hemme is now gone from TNA. We love you, Christy.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
And the other person that's gone.
Okay, get ready for this one.
Josh Matthews.
Finally! Yay! Oh, fine. Sorry, right. Josh Matthews, I hate. And we all know how I feel about his wife as well. So, fuck yeah. Well done, TNA. Long last. You got rid of the trash bag.
Oh, I was waiting. I had to set it up.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. That was a great reaction. So, Josh Matthews.
I've hated that man for so long. And like I said, his wife screams like a fart. So, you know what I mean?
Also, Josh Matthews doing a swanton bomb in India, just out of nowhere. Excuse me while I do the swanton bomb. Like, all right.
He's such a dickhead. Seriously.
So
What?
Josh,
I've never
what?
liked him.
So Josh did a lot of work behind the scenes as far as like everything
No,
creatively.
he did, and he sat on his ass and he watched his wife.
He had
fucking
some
want him.
roles in hiring people and being the recruitment process. God damn it! So I mean, he was also on commentary, as we know. So do you see Josh going to AEW with his boo?
No,
I
I
hope
see
not.
him going
I hope not.
elsewhere.
I hope not either.
He's gonna go get on a ship and he's gonna sink. That's what's gonna happen.
But point being is, fuck you, Josh. We love you, Christy. We love you.
Yeah.
Christy.
Yeah, we love Christy. Christy, that sucks. What would have been really cool was see Dexter Loomis crawl back into TNA just to scare the fuck out of her.
Hey,
And then
So-
but then it wouldn't work, would it? Because he's obviously under a different name. He's not Samuel Shaw now. So
well, we saw him in Indy. We saw Index briefly training together.
I
which
did. He was. Yeah, he was. Was he training her or something? I don't
Yeah.
know what it was, but yeah, he looked. Yeah. So, oh, hello.
with Christy Hemme, obviously she can't wrestle anymore. She has had some
No,
neck
of
issues
course not.
back in the day, but I would love to see her as part of like creative with NXT. The girl does do great creative, much like. And
She
I mean,
wasn't even better that long, was she?
no,
Either.
she was. Well, no, actually, she was for a long time. She was in there in 2007 as a wrestler.
And then she
And
had a baby, didn't she? Or
She got hurt. She got hurt.
oh,
Yeah, and then she was the ring announcer for a bit, and then that goddamn Austin Aries did what he did.
oh,
Yeah.
is he still breathing? Banana Man,
Yes.
fucking knob.
So, but yeah, I think Christy will do very well. I think if you give her
Yes,
backstage role or something, she'll be fine. But yeah, I think she did have a baby too, right? I think she did have a baby.
I think
too.
she had a few. Well, just one. I think it was like 4 of them at the same time.
Yeah, but either
Yeah.
way, God bless her.
Yeah, mad love to Christy, but yeah,
Oh,
the other one.
but yeah, Josh, I had to say it. That reaction was priceless. Josh Matthews.
What me clap my hands like yay!
Good Lord, I hope there's a short later.
Oh, silly me, just sitting there like this, not saying nothing. Guy.
Oh boy! All right, so we are both
15 minutes.
on a different island, if you will, as we mentioned the Lonely Island on here. Nicola, you're on that Lonely Island for this one. You were going with that boy all ego, and we're going with that young OG, Javon Evans. Rob and I love us some young OG. You're going all ego. Okay.
You know I have to be the odd. There's always an odd in the family. That's
True,
me.
but I'm just saying, like, you know, when you bust another man's chiclets, you don't win after that. When you bust the chiclets, man, you don't win after getting busted chiclets. No, you can still say it. It's fine. I'm only joshing with you. It's okay. I'm just saying.
You got-
Just friggin' crushing the chick.
Suck my dick.
15, I think.
I think.
No, we gave up with counting this now because it's not just me saying it. Everyone's
Just whatever. Anyway, next matchup. So we will go to the tag team championship matches. This was recently announced on NXT. We saw this team beat the No Quarter Catch Crew and Hank and Tank, honk honk. So, with that being said, they've been proving themselves for weeks, and they're finally, like it's CC Peniston, it's happening to them right in front of their faces. Nathan Fraser and Axiom, aka Fraxium, defend the NXT Tag Team Championships against Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura from Pro Wrestling Noah. So I love the story here of Josh Briggs going down to Pro Wrestling Noah. Him and Inamura are becoming really close, and we got to see Josh really improve his skills by going down to Japan, much like we saw with Tavian Heights and Omas, respectively. I really am into this. Like, I'm enjoying these two as a team. It's something different, something that we haven't seen. Josh Briggs has really grown into his own since his split from Briggs Jensen, who is now with Sean Spears. So there's a lot of variety here, and I think it's going to be a nice contrast. But this is where the Hardy Boys come into fruition in this. So as we saw on TNA, we saw Fraxium beat the Nemeth brothers, Nick and Ryan Nemeth, and they were in the backstage doing their little post-match celebration, a little post-match interview. And then here come the Hardys talking about, hey, man, we like your style. We think you're cool. And maybe one day this will become a thing. The Expedition of Gold the Hardys are on. So I'd love to see it on a TNA pay-per-view. I'd love to see it WrestleMania weekend. So with that in mind, I think Fraxium will still be fine. And Fraxium retains the tag titles. Robert, are you going Fraxium or are you going new champs with Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura?
Yeah, Fraxium will be fine. They're on a hell of a run right now. It was kind of an oddball pairing at first, to be honest, but I think they're having a really good run, and the matches have been great. And once they finally do break them up and they feud and have a singles match, that match is going to be fantastic. But hopefully that's not, anytime soon.
So, Nicola, are you going with Fraxium or Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura?
Fraxium.
Yeah. Just so definitive, like Fraxium. Fuck yeah, bitch. That's
I'm
what I'm
following my boys. There you go.
Never slow down, Nicola McDonald. Never slow down. I like your stuff.
Yeah.
First of all, that's
Good choice.
that is.
Oh,
First
look
of all,
at that. Good choice.
good choice. Can I just that theme song always pops me with the friggin' little flame and then never slow down. Like how cool is that? That's a friggin' great Fraxium. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, I can come out with smart answers, not just stupid random shit, but hey.
I am so smart, S-M-A-R-T. Nicola doing the smarty arty dance. What?
I don't even know what I'm
What?
dancing, but I'm just dancing. That'll
Sometimes you gotta dance. What?
What? Sometimes you gotta dance.
What?
What? Do the hokey pokey, son. What?
Turn yourself around. What?
What? Shake it all about. What?
What?
Nicola, give me a what?
What?
Yeah, buddy. Oh,
I'm shutting up now. Yeah, these two can talk. I'll go hide in my corner. of the
no.
dark.
Well, you're going to have to talk because we are about to move on to the third match. And can I just say, we're going to get it. What? We got Trick Williams in a strap match against Eddie Thorpe. Fucking Eddie Thorpe. Dude, this dude went from being about the tribe and his tribal and everything in his family and talking, being a DJ, chicka, yeah, like he's McLovin and Superbad. This dude friggin' is awesome. Carl Fredericks from friggin' New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's bringing it out himself. He's friggin' whipping Trick Williams with the strap. He's tired of being disrespected by Ava and Shawn Michaels. Where was this Eddie Thorpe when we needed him? I mean, he's good. He was great as the babyface, but ever since he's friggin' amplified himself as a heel, my God, they finally have got something with Eddie Thorpe. It's Eddie Thorpe. It's Trick Williams strap match. It's going down. There's a part of me, and I think Trick is still going to be in that NXT Championship frenzy there, as well as Eddie Thorpe. But God dang it, man, I'm going to go with who I want to win in this one, not who I think is going to win. So I got to go Eddie Thorpe. Give me more of this feud. I mean, it's a strap match. Let's go. I think Trick is going to win, but I'm pulling for Eddie Thorpe. Roberto, go. Trick or Eddie Thorpe, it's a strap match.
Same. I like Eddie. I've always liked him. Even when he was in New Japan, I always thought he was the standout of the Young Lions in that particular group. And I think we know that Trick is going to win this, but I'm pulling for Eddie.
Same. Nicola, Eddie Thorpe, Trick Williams, it's a strap match. Who are you going with?
Trick Williams.
Okay, whoop that Trick. What?
Literally,
whoop that Trick. What? Whoop that Trick. What? I like it.
No, I know why you keep saying, oh, fuck me, it's taking me all show to work that out. Okay. Twat. It's taken me, how long have we been doing this for? To work out why. Okay.
So you're gonna go with Trick Willie over Eddie Thorpe.
Oh, Trick Willie.
Oh, Trick
What?
Willie.
Yeah.
What? You go with Trick Williams.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Fuck off.
All right, so we'll be on that Lonely Island, but we
What?
What? But we won't be jizzing in our pants, Lonely Island style. So we'll move on to the
They're going on their own to that fucking island. I'm going over there.
gracious. So moving on.
Demon Island.
Stay on your side of the island.
Let's all go to Gullah Gullah Island with the Binya Binya Pollywog.
What?
You've never heard of Gullah Gullah Island?
What?
What? No.
I don't-
So it's a Nickelodeon show from back in the day. It was on Nick Jr.
Oh,
And they had a yellow little thing, little Binya Binya Pollywog, little yellow thing that they used to hop. Binya Binya, Binya Binya.
Man, that's going back.
94, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
yeah, we've been alive a long while. We saw 94 and passed it.
So we are now moving on over to the ladies side of things. So we'll get the ladies matches up in here. We have for the NXT Women's North American Championship, Fallon Henley defends against Stephanie Vaquer. Now, Fallon Henley has really gone into her role with JC Jane and Jasmine Nix as a part of the, oh God, what the hell's it called now? I just friggin' went out of my friggin' head. Was it Fatal Influence? There we go. And I almost said Toxic Attraction because this is exactly what it is.
Because it might as well be.
Might as well be. I mean, Fallon Henley going from being like that badass cowgirl with Briggs and Jensen to this now. I mean, she's a beautiful girl. Like, Fallon Henley has worked her butt off to get to where she's at. She's been an NXT favorite. She has great heel tendencies, and friggin' JC Jane is just a natural when it comes to that. And Jasmine Nix as well is really coming to her own. But in this particular scenario, with how white hot Stephanie Vaquer is, I think this is going to be a title change in this one. I think we are going to get Stephanie Vaquer as the new NXT Women's North American Champion. Either way, I'm happy whoever wins this, but I think it's time to pull the trigger on Stephanie. Who are you going with, Roberto?
Yeah, Stephanie Vaquer. That should have been a foregone conclusion. But as you did mention, the character development of Fallon Henley has been very, very cool, even though this faction is basically Toxic Attraction 2.0.
Yeah.
You know, it's still an improvement for all the ladies except JC Jane, who was in Toxic Attraction 1.0. So definitely Stephanie Vaquer, because I mean, she came in hot, still hot. There's really no other way around it.
No, you're correct. And I mean, and it is funny too, because they tried with JC Jane like to do her solo stuff. Like Cody Rhodes gave her the nose guard, like the friggin' dashing
dashing JC Jane. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the thing too is, like, with her, it's like they try to break her off as singles. Like, she had that feud with Gigi Dolan. Like, she had everything going with her with the stuff with Thea Hale and Chase U. But like, she's back in a team, and I mean, it works. But also at the same time too, that's really where her kind of role is now. It's like, you're going to be a part of this trio or this team. You're hot, flaunt it. If you got it, flaunt it, as they say. But also, number two, she is a very good wrestler. So I mean, it all kind of fits one way or the other. But I am in agreement. Stephanie Vaquer. Nico McDonald, are you going with Fallon Henley or Stephanie Vaquer for that NXT Women's North American Championship?
Stephanie.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway.
Well,
makes sense. Makes sense.
I feel you.
Hmm.
But, and I think
Demons,
also,
demons stay with the demons.
Yes, but I also think
Yes.
the fact that we like Stephanie Vaquer for the fact that she put a Molly Whopping whooping on Mercedes Moné before she came to WWE. Let's put that into the forefront.
100%.
Oh my goodness!
Anyone who Molly Whops her is funny as fuck to me, and I like her. So yeah.
What?
What? Speaking of what, I'm just gonna mention this because he was at it again. The 60-year-old man-child with the dirty office, better known as Dave Meltzer. Did you fucking see what Meltzer said about friggin' Mercedes Moné? This
I
man,
say a lot of stuff. So is it worse what I say?
this man literally tried to equate what we're getting. First of all, Harley Cameron with the puppet is fucking hilarious. I love me some Harley Cameron.
Fucking man.
Oh.
That promo yesterday was great.
Right at the heartstrings. And I mean,
she can rap like a motherfucker.
She can rap. She can make you believe in her. She's come a long way. And
she fucking speaks Chinese. Who fucking knew?
Too. I didn't even know she spoke Chinese. Like, that was great. But the thing is, too, you have such a great build for this. And friggin' dumbass Meltzer and his dirty office friggin' comes out the woodwork and it's just like, well, she's Mercedes Moné. It's kind of like the Ric Flair to Sting. And I'm like, okay, here's the thing.
No.
No. Number one, no. And number two, first of all, you can't make that comparison because Sting literally had more than one win. Like, freaking Harley Cameron has had one win. And it doesn't make any sense. Like, and Harley Cameron has only been wrestling for a short time. Sting had been around for ages before he got the Ric Flair match in the 45-minute draw. And there is, and as much as Ric Flair can, show, you want to see my dick? And where that came from? Like, Ric Flair, as a person, Ric Flair, as a wrestler, is Ric Flair, one of the greatest characters of all time. And we could be here all day with that. But 100%. Mercedes Moné is not Ric Flair. You better put a muzzle on it, Uncle Dave. You better not. That is sacrilege. That is literal sacrilege.
Oh, Lord. What is wrong with Uncle Dave?
He has a dirty office that needs to be cleaned. That's what it needs, Robert Davis. Clean your fucking office, you piece of shit. Anyway, I digress. So we'll move on to the next match. We go from Fallon Henley and Stephanie McCare to another women's match, what I am looking forward to. We have the Fatal 4-Way for the NXT Women's Championship. It's Julia, it's Bayley, it's Roxanne Perez, it's Cora Jade. Woo! So Bayley, this is her first NXT takeover since 2016 before going to the main roster. Bayley, when you think of NXT, you think of Bayley as one of the first of the 4 horsewomen of NXT. Roxanne Perez coming out on NXT dressed like Hugger Bayley, and then Bayley's like, this is the only time that you look good, you ugly idiot. And I thought that was hilarious, telling that girl that she's ugly as sin, UGLY, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly. You ugly. So we got that, and we have the dissension with Cora Jade and Roxanne. It's like they're buddies, but it's just like, hey, you know, I want the title. No, I want the title. So they're having that, and Cora Jade and her mix with Masha Slamovich on TNA. And then you got Julia, who just beats Roxanne, I want to be your man, to quote friggin' Shawn Wayans on the Wayans Brothers. Like, you have that whole dynamic of Julia wanting to retain that championship. She's been in there, and she's going to take on all comers. But it's too soon for her to lose that championship. You obviously have Bayley and Roxanne. What we saw on Raw with Bayley qualifying being Lyra Valkyria, you have to think Roxanne is going to beat Raquel Rodriguez on Raw to qualify. So you're setting up for a one-on-one match between Bayley and Roxanne at WrestleMania, which is going to be fucking sweet. You know what I'm saying? Building up Roxanne to the main roster and her getting a big win against Bayley. So I think those two cancel out. Cora Jade, it would be great, but I don't think we see it quite yet. So Julia retains. It's going to be an epic Fatal 4-Way. Go, Roberto.
Yeah, Julia retains. Like you said, it's too early to take the title off her. My personal opinion is kind of too soon to put the title on her, but that's another episode for another time. Yeah, I think this will still be. I think this will still be a good match. What? You know, there's a lot of scenarios that can happen here. What? It'll still be a good match, and I definitely think Julia retains, and you know, we'll get a good lengthy title run out of her.
I hate that you're kind of right with it being kind of too soon. I mean, she did get that one match where she got screwed and then she won it afterwards. But yeah, I mean, Asuka necessarily did not win that NXT Women's Championship right out the gate. like if you remember, like Asuka did not win that NXT Women's Championship right out the gate. So I see your point. I raise your point up there, sir. You make a valid point. Yeah. But yeah.
Sometimes we make some good points.
Pearls of wisdom. What? Pearls of wisdom. What? Say it with your chest. What? So moving on to Nicola McDonald in this Fatal 4-Way. Are you going with what? Are you going with Julia, Bayley, Roxanne Perez, or Cora Jade for that NXT Women's Championship?
Phew. He went to darkness. This demon now where I am. That makes sense. Julia.
All right, so she's going with Julia Gulia, as Chelsea Green would call her. Shout out to the wedding singer, Drew Barrymore. But yeah, I love that film too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I got to say to that? Why don't you go talk to him and get some, try to talk to him. He's down there in the basement. Oh, shit, I got water on myself. So it's one of those things where I look at it from a stance of, yes, let's get Julia Gulia to retain, and we move on. And they had a nice little interaction with Stephanie Vaquer. So, we're going to see them. That's going to be really good. But yeah. It is time for Julia to retain that championship and move forward, like Robert said. And we move forward to the main event, ladies and gentlemen. That boy, Obafemi, defends the NXT championship in a triple threat match against A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory, and Grayson Waller, Robert's favorite wrestler, Grayson Waller. Dude, I've been waiting for this because I watched NXT. And they beat that boy Obafemi down. They faked like they were going to fight each other, but then they got on the stage, and he did it. As we've seen on the main roster, he goes out the ring, forward roll into a flatliner. The cutter's back. On NXT, he put him to the stunner, baby. He put it into the stunner on that boy Obafemi. Will this be the night that Austin Theory turns on Grayson Waller finally? I would hope so, because I think A-Town Down Under has seen its thing, and they've been tag champs. They've gotten their glory. I think it's time for Austin Theories to put a molly whopping on Grayson Waller, which we all would like to see. This, for me, is going to be good, but I think, once again, it's a foregone conclusion. Obafemi retains. We do have a faction that we don't know who it is that we saw at the end of NXT. Vengeance Day, they're coming. We saw Mass, and no, people, it's not Retribution 2.0. I laughed when people made that reference. I don't think it's going to No, it's not going to be another Retribution because of who we have, number one, and number two. Vince is gone. So we're not going to have another Retribution 2.0. But with that being said, Obafemi, let's fucking go. The ruler retains. Robert.
Yeah, Obafemi. And this is merely my opinion. This is pretty shitty main event, but because of who's in it. But I think Obafemi is going to make short work of this, and I don't think he's going to escape some fuckery to happen because, like you said, we do got this new faction, and this is just really Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. I mean, hopefully Austin does turn on Grayson, and Austin can regain some momentum again because he's lost a considerable amount of it. Obafemi.
I'm just laughing at. Yeah, this is a shitty main event, but hey, gotta go. No,
it is something, didn't they?
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
What? You know what? It's funny.
That
I don't even know. We're just gonna
like 22.
22. I gotta say this.
It wouldn't be a show about me saying it at least once or twice.
I like Robert's point because somebody pointed this out. A lot of people were kind of equating it to, they want to see, like, remember when Cena fought Shawn in Triple H's Survivor Series 2009? And Shawn absolutely mollywopped and super kicked Triple H.
Super kicked a fucking.
They should start the match with, like, okay, we're going to see A-Town Down Under go for Obafemi, but then Austin Theory just absolutely punches Grayson Waller out the ring. Like, how cool would that be? Like, right out the jump, they start with that. So, I mean, I can see some parallels there that would actually be really cool. But, yeah, it's a foregone with Obafemi. Nikla, are you going Obafemi or A-Town Down Under?
I'll try that again in English and not demonic tongue. Obafemi.
All right, so we're
going with that dude because I know who he is and I can say his name.
And also, you know what this reminds me of? Oh, we're going to put this into the forefront. I'm going to go back COVID days here, ladies and gentlemen, 2020. This is like when The Miz and Morrison challenged Braun Strowman for the title at friggin' Money in the Bank or whatever the fuck that pay-per-view was. Remember when they got the title shot against Braun?
Yes.
Oh, that's literally what this is. That's literally what this is.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I just put it into everybody's mental picture of how bad the freaking COVID era was. Yeah, this is like Braun and freaking Miz and Morrison. Oh, but yeah,
we did not like the COVID era.
But what we do like is Shawn Michaels cooking, being the chef that he is, and please do not give Ricky Starks a new name. Please don't leave it alone. Like, don't even touch it. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is your NXT Vengeance Day prediction show. We appreciate those who listen, and we appreciate you all listening to our unhingedness and us going off. My voice is literally shot from yelling at all this fuckery that has been going on in this fine program today.
What he's trying to say, like I pointed out earlier, on another show, it's just these two. They are not unhinged. I appear, and everything goes out the goddamn window.
No, like, first of all, you can put some even wisdom on this, and I'll say this: as long as I
love this show, and I love doing this show with both of you, even though I am the crazy fucker.
I will say this. Well, Nicola, as long as I've done podcasts with you since 2018 and 2019, I know what to expect. So, I mean, I get it. I know what to expect.
How do you know what to expect when I don't even know what I'm going to come out with?
Well, I mean, you burning people, fuck this person, fuck that person, toss her, twat.
Oh, no, what's the new one I've started to threaten now is don't go near mirrors. Because I will jump out of it and rip your tongue out. That's not directed at no one. It's just what I do for fun.
Fuck them. With that being said.
Yeah, exactly that.
Well, here's the thing. My blood pressure will probably be rising to the top when we get to our next prediction. Well, no, not actually. You know what? I take that back. So our next prediction show is for the Elimination Chamber, which so far, right in the needs of these Elimination Chambers, we have for the women, Bianca, we got Liv, we got a lot of people going into that Elimination Chamber right now. We got Bailey, we got Alexa. Thank you, Nicola. So we need 2 more slots. And for the men, we have a star-studded lineup of John Cena, Drew McIntyre,
yay,
CM Punk, and finally, after what we saw on Raw, Logan Paul.
He could suck my dick.
24 or 5.
I don't care if that's 24. He's a prick. He shouldn't even be in that match.
So we will be. Oh, well, we'll save it for the Elimination Chamber predictions. So that will be our next prediction show. Then after that one, shit's going to hit the fan, as to quote Justin Roberts. We have AEW Revolution main evented by everybody's favorite Neo-Nox. Neo-Nox Mox, accompanied by the Romper Stomper Gang, defends the AEW World Championship against Cope! Cope! For the AEW World Championship. Oh my God. Can you just see the excitement? Edge in his flannel. Mini Mick Foley. Canadian Mick Foley against John Moxley. Oh my God.
All Knox has got to do is punch him in the knee and he'll fucking go down like a sack of shit. What is the point?
Oh,
Tony, shut up.
That is the next prediction show. So with that being said, Roberto Davis, let us know where we can follow us on the social medias. Go right ahead.
You know what? Before we do get out of here, I just want to bring up one big news event that did happen kind of later in the day that you might have missed because you're not on the internet. Chris Bay actually posted on social media for the first time today since his accident, and for those of you that don't know, he was injured in a TV taping in October, and he was paralyzed, couldn't walk.
Wow.
Legs. And today's his birthday, actually, his 29th birthday, and he posted a video of him walking.
Wow! Congratulations and happy birthday, Chris Bay.
And if you haven't seen the post, go over to his Instagram. We could probably link it down here in the description, but that's just fantastic to see. Yeah. That he was basically told there was between 10 and 25% chance he'd never walk again, and he's already walking. So that's
the way of telling the world, fuck you, I'm back again.
Absolutely.
Well done, you legend.
Yeah, Chris Bay, that makes me happy to hear. That really does.
Yeah, that was a happy on the shit ass week we've all had. But I shouldn't say that because I've been off work for a week. See you later, Mark.
The cat is
in the house. All right, go ahead, wrap it up.
But it's just great to see that Chris is moving forward, and he's working to get back in the ring. And we obviously know it's not going to be anytime soon. But go check out his post. Give him some love. The ultimate finesse.
He needs it.
Too sweet, baby. But now to the socials. Linktree/Blackhearts EBD3. That's where you can find us. We got all of our episodes on Mike's YouTube channel. We've got a Twitter profile. Temporarily, fuck you, Elon. We don't do X.
We don't like Elon no more.
We don't really.
We did anyway, but he's worse now.
Yeah, we definitely didn't like him at all. Now we really don't.
Nope.
Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky coming soon. TikTok. They don't like us very much, but
no, they don't like me. They like you.
We don't really like them too much either, but definitely go check us out. Linktree/Blackhearts EBD3. Kicking it with the TSK over on the Max Wrestling YouTube page. Go check us out there. We got Linktree/KITW TSK1. We'll link that down on the bottom. All of our social media is there too. We just recently did an episode on the Royal Rumble. I don't know. We did the predictions. We did the review over there on Kicking It with the TSK. So go check us out there. If you want to come talk special sauce, secret sauce with me, Linktree/ Hey, I'm Rob.
All righty. And now, as I put my face into the camera, Nicola. What? Nicola, where can we follow you on the social media front?
Right. So obviously on Twitter because, that idiot. Nicola Mac 853, the Demoness, and then if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Demoness there. I don't know my actual one, so Michael put my actual other one in the links below because I don't know what it is, but I will start using it more, so it'll be down there somewhere. And if you do want to follow me, contact me, whatever, be careful.
Alrighty, fair enough.
Stay away from the
and also, I've got to say one thing. I want to give a shout out to, if you want to check out Max Wrestling, where I am or Demoness is currently part tag champion, wherever, then go check out Max Wrestling. She'll get all your promos and TSK and Mike and Rob, and we're all over the place. So mad love to Max Wrestling as well.
Same. I echo those statements and sentiments. Max Wrestling's YouTube links will be there as well in the description below this fine show. And if you guys want to check out yours truly on Twitter, it's SM Show Wonder MCL92 on Twitter, Larkin_92. I'm Larkin MB on the Instagram front, StephenMikeShow.com and LFCfights.com, and subscribe to Mike Larkin92 for this show. For Pop Culture History Podcast, Stephen Mike on the Mic with Mike, LFC Podcast, Uncaged with Daniel Crimmins, the weekly review.
Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Paul.
The weekly review at Uncaged, and of course, this fine program, like I mentioned, over 1,150 plus subscribers. Let's keep it going, people. Let's keep it going. We appreciate each and one of you. Mad love to
I'm going
all.
to say this. Thank you for watching us. This crazy shit. But yeah, we appreciate you all. And mad love to you all. And you listen to a demon, just saying.
Absolutely. And also check out Rob
Everybody dies.
And check out Rob and I on the last LFC podcast, watching back Selena versus Katie Forbes from LFC's 31. And
That show was awesome, by the way. Thanks for the shout out.
you're welcome. We got you.
Not as unhinged as this one. What?
Oh, what?
What
So,
did you say? I didn't hear that. What's that?
not as unhinged as this one. What?
Oh, yeah. I have that effect on people.
What?
What? So with that being said, for Nicola McDonald, for Robert Davis, my name is Mike Larkin. Thank you for listening to Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling, and we'll be back at our next show. With that being said, what?
I'll
What?
pay you.
I'll pay you. What?